Yo, Cub fans, we are back, and we're going to be talking about how the Cubs just stole Game 2 out of the 3-game series with the Atlanta Braves. The Cubs scored 5 runs in the first inning, and that really started a rally when Matt Olson missed an easy ground ball and 2 runs came in, and then we heated up from there. And he missed that ground ball with 2 outs, which honestly cost them 5 runs. So you're pretty... Like, if you rewatch the replay, it was a very easy ground ball. But Matt Olson ultimately missed it, and 2 runs came in, and then the rally kind of started from there. But Swanson, Happ, and Candelario all had homers, and it was Candelario's first homer back in a Cubs jersey. And honestly, that second hit that he had, that double, I thought it was gone, but it hit the bottom of the basket rail, and it kind of rolled up and hit the top of the basket. And I thought it was a home run when I was watching the game, but I guess it wasn't, and I was kind of surprised. But, I mean, man, is he hitting the ball outstandingly since being traded to the Cubs. I mean, it is absolutely insane, and it is so fun to watch him play, especially on offense and defense. He can do it on both ends, and I think that's why the Cubs really picked him up. They needed a third baseman, and they kind of needed a first baseman as well. I know they have Cody and Patrick. They have Patrick Wisdom, but I know Patrick Wisdom really isn't doing the best for the Chicago Cubs as of right now. And I think Candelario really fits in and fills those spots and needs that the Chicago Cubs need. And I think it's really good, and I love him being on the team. I love watching him play. I mean, he's doing outstanding. I mean, his numbers couldn't be any better than they are right now. And honestly, he's one of my favorite players on the Cubs team right now. I mean, I was so hyped watching him play today, and when he hit that home run, I started jumping up and down. But let's talk about pitching today. Let's talk about our starter, Javier Assad. I thought he pitched very well from transitioning from the bullpen to the starting lineup and in the starting pitcher role. He pitched about 3 innings, allowed 5 hits, and only 2 runs. And the runs came, honestly, after that when other people were put in, such as Palinka and, Albert Alzolay. I mean, Albert Alzolay, great closer. Matt Olson just got hold of one and let it fly. But Albert Alzolay closed out the game, and, he does his thing. But I think that Fulmer came in after Assad, and I think that Fulmer should have stayed in longer and pitched more. I mean, David Ross takes out the guys very early before they get 1 inning of pitching, and they absolutely close out the inning. But he doesn't keep them in the next inning, and he just keeps throwing guys in. But I think he should keep guys in longer and see what they can do and how they can finish. And Fulmer was pitching amazing. I mean, he only pitched 1 inning, but his numbers were outstanding, and I think that David Ross should have let him in and kept him in. But, I mean, it was an all-around great game. I'm glad we kind of got these runs back, kind of got back on our groove and got hitting again. And this is 1 out of the 3 games that I needed and wanted the Cubs to take. So, Justin Steele is pitching tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a very competitive game tomorrow, and I think that the Cubs can ultimately come out and win that game tomorrow. And honestly, I'm very excited for that game because this can be very, very competitive. And I think the bats are going to be rolling because of how we played today. The Cubs, after that bad 4-hit game, the first game against the Braves, the Cubs are going to come back after this, after this performance and be like, oh, the bats are back on fire, and, we can heat up again. And I think all shots and everything is going to be firing all cylinders. I mean, the Cubs are on fire right now, and I know they lost the first game to the Braves, but this game really showed their true colors and what they could do. But that is going to be all for this one, guys. Let me know what you thought about the game and what the Cubs really have to do next game to beat the Braves and take 2 out of the 3 in the Braves series. And I think Justin Steele can get us that win to take 2 out of the 3 games. But let me know what you guys think about this game and what they have to do the next game against the Braves. But hit that sub button for more Bulls and Cubs content, and see red and see blue. Peace.